It's you!
Young man. Multiple life readings.
Everyone, have you seen Miyazu?
Miyazu? You mean she's not here?
No sign of her. I met someone named Fion who apparently rescued a lot of the students, but Miyazu wasn't among them. I was hoping you might have found her. Sounds like I was a fool to get my hopes up. After all Miyazu's already gone through. Why is this happening to her? Why did she have to live in such a goddamn broken world?
Broken? What do you mean, Yuzuru?
Our world is unfair by design. If we really were created by some all-loving God, why didn't he give all people an equal chance at happiness? Innocent people get born into pain they can't escape and don't deserve. What do you call that but proof that our world's fundamentally broken?
I guess that's one way to look at all this.
So, are you going to keep looking for your sister?
Yes, of course. I need to get back to the search. No matter what happens.
So, what's your plan? Then it's settled.
What is it?
That's right. Oh.
How can this be?
Of course. No!
Well... Yes. So, what's your plan?
I can help.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Let me see. That's right. Please? Speaking of... Thank you very much. See ya!
Quite right.
Thank you. Let me see. That should take care of everyone's injuries.
And so, now all we need to do is find the other students.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't save her.
Dazai!
Back over the hill, I found the demons that took Atsuto's sister, and I tried to save her, but... I couldn't do anything. I told Atsuta on the way here, but I don't know. I don't think he can handle it alone. Please, you gotta help him.
No!
Yes. Well...
Yes. I can help.
Young man.
It's you again. How his sister suffers. She told me all about how she hates her weak, sickly body.
No, don't do it!
And if I kill him, Miyazu's free to go. You swear it?
Sire Yuzuru, you cannot mean to do this. You must see reason.
I give the orders. You obey me. Still, I'm sorry.
I shall assist you.
Pathetic. So much for all your brotherly determination. But fear not, for this girl will now be saved.
No! Atsuta!
Does I?
Holy crap. I did it. Awesome.
Miyazu! Where's Yuzuru? Yuzuru! She's okay! She's safe.
How dare you? How dare you interrupt at the moment of salvation?
That's quite enough, Ashith. You and Nama disgrace us all. So deeply shameful.
Quiet, you whelp! The salvation of these cursed souls is my duty. The Nahobino's power is unexpected, but no matter. With our power combined, we can end him!
The Crow of Crows has taken roost nearby. We've been ordered back. You shall obey.
So be it.
Atsuta, you okay?
I'm sorry, everyone. I couldn't protect Miyazu. And even worse, I betrayed my friends.
This is what demons do. They find the weakness in your heart and take advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good that you were manipulated, but you were ready to do whatever it took to protect someone you care about. I know exactly how that feels. Atsuta, I've been thinking about what you said. How the world's unfair and broken. I'm sure there are more people suffering out there than we'll ever know, having to deal with a fate they don't deserve. I think that's exactly why it's up to us to figure out how to make the world a better place. We have to believe that we can build a better future. For everyone. We have to try.
You're quite the optimist. Wish I could put that kind of trust in our future. What does it look like to you?
It's true that everything seems chaotic right now. But I gotta figure, the world's been through worse than this, hasn't it? Humanity's gotten this far, and we haven't given up hope yet. So I believe in us. And I'll believe in our future. And considering you're a Nahobino, well, I guess I hope you can see it that way too. Aren't you one of the fairies?
They turned to salt. All of them.
Not just the students, but all the fairies too.
What could have happened here?
It's awful. I don't know how to help. I don't know that I even can. I think Bethel, Japan needs to hear about this.
Indeed.
Ah, you're here. Atsuta has already informed me of the latest developments. What happened to those students is a tragedy. But I'm afraid Tokyo experienced its own peculiar occurrence while you were away.
Its own peculiar occurrence?
Yes, we've found people in Tokyo turned to salt. Much like what was reported about the fairy village.
What?
It's exceedingly unlikely that this could be the work of a human. A demon must be behind it. Unfortunately, that is the extent of my knowledge on the situation. In light of this crisis, Bethel HQ has decided to take action. They aim to hit the forces of chaos with everything they have. It will be a wide-scale operation involving the organization's most powerful legions from Europe to Asia. However, we will not be taking part.
We won't? And HQ's okay with that?
With the number of demon attacks in the city on the rise, we've been ordered to maintain peace in Tokyo. To that end, I would like you to assist with the investigation and cessation of the current threat. It is highly probable that a demon is involved in this matter. As such, I judged that you were the ones best suited for the task. I'll be counting on you to look into any incidents that transpired in our immediate proximity. Report back to me once you know more.
Hey. Mind if we... I just wanted to let you know that Miyazu is at Join University Hospital now. And it seems like she's doing all right. I know I'm probably the last person you want to talk about this with, but I thought you should know. Thanks. I wasn't able to save her. After our parents passed away, I felt that it was my responsibility to keep Miyazu safe. But having the power to summon demons isn't enough. I need to be stronger. Strong enough to protect everyone from the unfairness of this world. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to stay with Miyazu for a little longer.
Whoa! What? Yes.
A moment of your time?
Huh? Okay.
Yes?
Yes. Oh, Isunokami. It's good to see you. Well...
Okay. Hey!
I see.
Yoo-hoo!
What is it?
there!
Hey.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
Ah, you're back. I take it you've made some progress in your investigation. Let's hear your report.
We heard a lot of reports about a fortune teller and a large crow at the sites where people turned to salt.
A fortune teller and a large crow. So it sounds like these 2 points are confirmed.
How can you be so sure?
As it would happen, we've found more humans turned to salt in this area since I sent you to investigate.
From what we've heard, it seems like all of the victims had contact with a fortune teller.
There have also been reports of a large crow being sighted close to the scene. Given the similarities between the intel we've both gathered, it's unlikely this is a coincidence. The culprit must be a demon, or someone working for demons.
We also heard that the victims felt sick before they turned to salt.
Well, unless we can confirm that all victims felt sick before turning, we'll consider it hearsay for the time being. In any case, after reviewing what we know, that crow definitely seems suspicious. I'm going to have Hayataro track it down. That should give us a good lead. Bethel, Japan will know as soon as there are any developments. In the meantime, you can all return to the dorm for the day. Good work. Thanks for your report.
Young man, are you all right? You haven't had time to rest since before we left for Dot. I suspected as much. A flesh and blood body's limits are nothing like a proto-fiend's. But something troubles me. We saw those students turn to salt at the fairy village in Dot. Now, the same thing seems to be happening in Tokyo. 2 separate incidents across 2 worlds. Do you believe the attacks are connected? With a perfect match of such hyper-specific circumstances, it does seem likely that the same culprit is behind both. A fortune teller named Agra and a crow of crows spotted nearby. These clues will lead us to the truth. In any case, we can only wait for Hayataro's report. We'll decide our next move after that. After all you've endured, you must be tired beyond words. Use the remaining hours of today to rest.
Human lives are so woefully short. They forget, and they have lost the peace that once was. It is a most regrettable truth. No more are the days in which the humans of old lived free. No more do they worship great Mother Earth. Nahobino. This world in which you must live was brought into being when a god rose and assumed the throne. The gods clash over its power, and the victor rules a world in their image. Such is the cycle. Each in their time to mold the world as they will. And yet, the god of this world, the creator, still he was not satisfied with the way things had been. He broke the cycle in a bid to perpetuate his rule. He stripped the gods of their knowledge, reducing them to lowly demons. So he rose, the one and only ruler of the world, his reign infinite and unchallenged. As time flowed on, more came to pass. The people of his world followed him, imposing their will on others beneath. With rule came royalty, and the world split. Those with power, and those without. You can see clearly that the world is fractured now. On one side the oppressors, and on the other side the oppressed, yes. We, the Kadishtu, abhor this divide. We seek only to bring this world freedom again.
How are you feeling? If you're all right, then let's head to Bethel, Japan. Maybe they can tell us something.